President-elect Biden announced his economic plan last week, which includes a push for $15 an hour minimum wage.
Now that could end the type of tip wages that sees servers making a few dollars an hour before tips. As Fox 59's Mike Sullivan shows us, they may not be on board with this plan.
One more? Absolutely.
There's some bartenders that clean up.
Going home every night, it's around $35 to even $50 an hour.
This fact,
Like some of the most popular specials.
is unique to each server, each bartender, each restaurant.
Even in Denny's, you're making 20 bucks an hour in most of them.
It's why the hospitality industry remains hesitant about President-elect Joe Biden suggesting a $15 minimum wage if it means an end to tip wage.
Tip credit is about $2.35.
But those tips, they make up the difference.
We'll see where this goes. You know, some states have been forced with this, but oftentimes that tip credit wage is not touched and not changed.
Patrick Tam is the president and CEO of the Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association,
We may go to a non-tip model as well.
which would eliminate tips in favor of a wage.
These good servers, they are worth more than $15 an hour. And if we can't give them that, why would they hang around here?
Alec Najim is bar manager at Savor in Carmel.
Labor cost is not accounted for in our current menu price.
Just the hourly tip wage.
That covers mostly their taxes and all that.
With labor costs factored in, it could lead to menu price hikes or even a change in format altogether.
You may go to a counter service model.
Much like how a Chipotle operates. More service, less hospitality. As for any thought of $15 plus tips,
That would cut too deep into cost. There'd be no way.
or simply put,
That would be the death of the service industry.
in Indianapolis, I'm Mike Sullivan, Fox 59 News.
Mike, thanks. The Indiana Restaurant and Lodging Association calls some of the president's-elect's legislation a double-edged sword. While tip wages would be a negative impact in their view, they say there are other parts of the plan that would greatly help the hospitality industry survive.